The road to loving myself has not been an easy one, and for me to look in the mirror and say, I love you, has been a journey.
Yes, I used to hate myself. Reasons being that I developed a lot of identity crisis during my time in the hospital and after when I got out. Okay, so I'm a type of person that was always conscious about, her weight and the way I look in terms of, pimples on my face. And, I always wanted to become a model. So I was always conscious about, my body structure and what I put into my body and just plainly being healthy and physically so as well. And so when I became sick, I started losing a lot of weight. I lost a ton of weight. Okay, and that wasn't even the problem. But then, as I mentioned sometime in my video, that my belly started being filled with water, due to the lupus, and so therefore my, lungs were also filled with water, and because of this, I had a large abdomen. Okay, my belly grew very big, and so when I would wear a shirt or whatever, you can still see that my belly is big. If you didn't think I had a disease, you would have thought I was probably pregnant. Yeah. And so this contributed also to my insecurities now, because I was like, what is this? This is not how I want people to see me. So at times I would not even want to get out of the hospital bed, because I was advised to, walk around whenever I could. And I did not want to, because I didn't want people to see me like this. And that was not even the only problem. Okay, I started losing hairline, which was even worse because I loved my hair. Okay, I love natural hair, and I made sure to grow it out. And so for the fact that this disease was eating away my hair was just, oh my gosh, it was just terrifying. It was painful. I mean, I was just so sad to see my hair going. And so therefore I did not want people to see me either because of that. It was just a lot of things happening all at the same time. And when I thought, okay, that should be it, right? Wrong. I get out of the hospital, and because I'm given all these steroids to take in, I start gaining weight, which is not bad. I mean, it's progress. After all, I lost a lot of weight when I was in the hospital. But it did not stop there, okay? My cheeks started blowing up as well, and I just looked different. When I would look in the mirror, I would literally say, who is this? I had no idea who I was looking at in the mirror, because the person looking back at me looked like a totally different person than what I know. And because of this, I hated myself. I mean, I did not want to go anywhere. I would rather spend time in my room than actually like go out for a walk or a drink or a cup of coffee or something like that. I just did not want anybody to see me. I did not, want the world to see me. I mean, if you are very self-conscious about yourself, I think you start to think that everybody, sees that when you walk around, which makes it worse. I felt like I would rather be inside my house than walk around with my head down, so as to not see the reactions of people when I passed. I really hated myself. I hated what the illness, brought me to, the state the illness brought me to, the way it changed me completely. And when I thought that was all, oh no, I developed an eye infection. And because of how low my immune system was, it blew out of proportion. And so my eyes were swollen. I could not see for 3 days. My eyes were swollen shut. My face also got swollen, and it took me 15 days of antibiotics and all that to be able to actually leave the hospital. And when I left the hospital, I could not recognize myself. I looked like somebody I did not know. I had no idea who that person was because I still had like dark marks under my eyes because my eyes were still healing and my whole face was just chubby. Oh my God. And it took me a whole year to actually, for my body to actually start becoming or start, going back to the way it used to be, the way I remember it. And I can gladly say now, of course, it hasn't gone back completely, because my weight is still a bit up and down, but I'm able to actually look at myself in the mirror and actually love myself and say, you know what? Even though changes come, you gotta love those changes because now it's a part of you. And that's the only way that I can move forward. That's the only way I realized I could move forward is by accepting the fact that changes are going to come. I just have to accept it and the rest of the world will accept it. So I can gladly say right now that I love myself. I love me. I really do love me right now. And I'm actually grateful and happy for the opportunity to go through what I went through. To be able to come to terms with the fact that changes do come, changes happen. And it's just up to you to actually decide whether it's going to bring you down or it's going to create a new you. And that is what I decided to let this illness do to me, is to create a new look. So this is me. I love me now, and I really hope someone out there also finds a way to love themselves no matter what. Because no matter where you go, no matter what you do, you can only be accepted by people when you first accept yourself. And that is how life is, really. That is it. So yeah, guys, I would love to hear from you guys what you went through. Your experiences with self-esteem when it comes to lupus, or when it comes to anything actually. It is quite a common thing to devalue yourself at some point, but always remember to love yourself, because that is how people are going to love you. Guys, that's all from me today. My name is Jemima Enyonyam Dankwa, and this is my life with lupus.